political self is. Political self explores how our social and economic context affects our well-being. And in this video, we'll tell you how to be a Filipino not just by self but by heart too. So what values makes us a Filipino? Filipino value system are found to possess inherent key elements. One can note how hiya, pakikisama, and utang na loob are merely surface values. Readily seen and observed values exhibited and esteemed by many Filipinos. These three values are considered branches from a single origin. The actual core of Filipino personality, kapwa. It means togetherness and community, or not doing things alone.
Next, we will talk about family orientation. The most basic and important unit of a Filipino's life is family. Family gatherings up to 50 people and extending the line unto the second cousins are not unusual. Filipinos put an emphasis on the value of family and being close to one's family member.
Next, the value of joy and humor. This famous trait is the ability of Filipinos to find humor in everything. It sheds light on the optimism and positivity of Filipinos in whatever situation they are in, so as to remain determined in going through the struggles or challenges. It serves as the coping technique, the same way a child who has fallen laughs at himself or herself to hide his or her embarrassment.
Studies shows that Filipinos often have an aversion to a standardized rules or procedure. They are known to follow natural clock or organic sense of time, doing things in the time when they feel is right. They are present-oriented, which means that one attends to a task or requirement at the time it is needed and does not worry much about future engagements. This allows the Filipino to adapt and be flexible in doing tasks at times that is not bound to a particular schedule or time frame. This allows them to think on their feet and be creative in facing whatever challenges or tasks they have, even when it is already right in front of them.
The Philippines is approximately 85% Christians, mostly Roman Catholics, 10% Muslim, and 5% other, including the Taoist Buddhist religious beliefs of Chinese, and the indigenous atheism belief of peoples in upland area that resisted 300 years of Spanish colonialism. This is a reflection of the Filipinos' strong faith in God as seen in their various practices.
So this includes the numerous church holidays they observe, the customary Sunday Mass, the individual's basis of their moral standpoints, the influence of the church on the minds, actions, and opinions of the majority, importance of the sacraments, praying at almost any possible time of the day, the extreme practices during Holy Week.
The Filipinos as a people who have been constantly under the rule of numerous powerful countries has over time developed a sense of resourcefulness or the ability to survive with whatever they have. They have this extraordinary ability to make something out of almost nothing. If a Filipino was given just a screwdriver, plastic backseat, and some tape, he would still be able to build a birdie, especially for the sake of survival, and provided that he be allowed to hunt for some needed surrounding materials.
Fiestas in the Philippines are held to celebrate the patron saint. Centuries of Spanish occupation have made the Philippines the only majority Christian country in Southeast Asia. Or to mark the passage of the seasons depending on which part of the country you're in. The sole exception is Christmas, where the whole country breaks out in celebration that can begin long before December. Today, every town and city in the Philippines has a fiesta on its own. An excuse for locals to share their best foods and their most potent potables with adventurous outsiders. Whatever time of the year it is, there's sure to be a fiesta going on somewhere.
What is it about the Philippines that makes it different from the rest of the world? Well, for one thing, it's all about their culture. Here are 11 things you should know about Filipino culture that sets them apart from any other nation on the planet.
Filipinos are very resilient when it comes to calamities and catastrophes. Filipinos always manage to rise above the challenge. Instead of wallowing, they manage to pick themselves up and smile.
Filipinos take pride in the families here in the Philippines. So whether you are a member of your immediate family or you belong to the third or fourth generation, you're treated as a family member. Sometimes even the closest of friends are treated as family also.
Filipinos have the longest Christmas celebration. Ever even, as early as August, you can hear Christmas songs and jingles being played in the malls or in the restaurants in the Philippines. The mood becomes festive with many people shopping and in good spirits. Christmas celebrations last until around the first or second week of January.
The National Museum, a trust of the government, is an educational, scientific, and cultural institution that acquires, documents, preserves, exhibits, and fosters a scholarly study and public appreciation of works of arts, specimens, and cultural and historical artifacts, representative of our unique to the cultural heritage of the Filipino people and the natural history of the Philippines.
The Luneta or South Park is famous because it has been the spot where the country's national hero, Rizal, was executed in front of the Philippine throne during the Spanish colonial era.
The Mactan Shrine, located in Mactan Island, is just off the coast from Cebu City. It's a must-see for everyone interested in Filipino history. It commemorates the battle in 1521 between the Spanish and the Visayan native people. Along with paintings and plaques about the battle, the Lapu-Lapu Shrine and Magellan Shrine can also be found there.
Philippine-style democracy is colorful, occasionally chaotic, and arguably inspiring. Take elections for example, the cornerstone of democratic institutions. Voters see their power to choose their leaders as their strongest check on the behavior of the government, their one chance to exact accountability. Filipinos also enjoy fundamental rights and freedoms absent in patently democratic societies. Freedom of expression, freedom of association, freedom of mobility, and freedom of enterprise, and also a presumptive equality under the law.